Hello out there. Heavy Monte here. Welcome to the Heavy Monte's morning show. Today's subject, young white men, children, boys that the Republican Party is recruiting for the young white men, they say. That they're recruiting to be domestic terrorists. Now, you understand what they're doing now. Somebody tells me, reliable sources, ladies and gentlemen. They said that hours after Charlie Kirk was shot and assassinated, it looked like they had a coordinated plan, the Republicans, to get rid of Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk, you understand, was saying that he needed Donald Trump to release the Epstein files. So, in the opinions of Heavy Monte, I believe that Donald Trump and the Republican Party may have had something to do with killing that man. And they already got his replacement. They say 1 hour. He was on a jet plane. Huh? You see what I'm trying to tell you? And if you look at the amount of young white males that are committing these horrific crimes, it's because their parents are recruiting them, buying them AK-47s and taking Christmas cards with them. And a lot of the people that do this stuff are Republicans in the House, you understand, and in the Senate. You know, they banish weapons to scare liberals, you understand, to scare gay people, saying if you don't come and join our church and be who we are, we'll kill you. See, America? But we can do something about it. We can vote these Republicans out. Now, getting back to these young men, white men, you know, these young white men are Americans. They're our people. You understand? I don't know what the Democratic Party can do except tell, everybody and show them what they're doing to these children. Okay, making them, like the Taliban. They're going out there committing suicides. They're easy to trick. It's easy to tell a kid, go up on a roof, shoot at the president, okay, and don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you. You're gonna get, pardoned and everything. You see what I'm trying to say? Not telling the kid that when you shoot at the president, they're gonna kill him. That's what somebody said. You see what I'm saying? They're saying that that was a fake assassination attempt on the president. They're saying well coordinated. They're saying to get old white women to come out and say, I would die for a dog like Donald Trump, a man, okay, who is doing everything to stay out of jail to rebuild his reputation. A dog that bite you is a dog that bite you. You understand? And when a dog bite you in his political office, the solution is to blow his ass out. Every single Republican that's in that's right now in office need to be voted out. The party need to be eliminated. Now, again, I'm asking everybody out there to please register as a Democrat. That's independents and the Republican maggots. We want to get the Republicans voter rolls down to zero, I said. To zero. There's no way they can cheat. You understand? They're saying they're trying to gerrymander and they're trying to cheat right in front of our face and they're killing our children. Hispanic children, black children, and white children. Little white boys. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. Okay? And a brother Emmanuel Church, when I was a little boy, to ride my bicycle down there. People from the university, they sit on the steps of this college, they do their classes and all. It's a very important, landmark to blacks and to the city of Charleston, South Carolina. Huh? This young guy went in and killed 9 people in that church. The Republican Party didn't say anything. I'm trying to tell you, you know, you don't hear them talking about that. They're not, because murder is murder. And anytime one of our citizens, regardless of what race they are, get damaged by a criminal, we all should be upset. But the Republican Party, they have told their voters that people of color, gay people, transgender people, people like that are not Americans. They don't have the right to freaking exist. Yeah, they don't have the right to exist because we are the people of God, and their religion is built on a freaking cult. There's nothing God-like by a maggot preacher going out telling people that garbage. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to our children. Okay. Charlie Kirk was recruited at 18 and given a ton of money, okay, and groomed to say the things that he said, which I have up on my YouTube channel on a playlist entitled Seneca Project, Charlie Kirk of his own words. Now, these clones they got up there, you know, say they're going to the universities and defend the Jewish people, having college professors lose their job when the Republican Party is the most anti-Semite hating Jew party and hating Jews in America. Huh? And they set the Jews up. Huh? The Jews went from being never again to slaughtering all those fucking people. And now the hell they're going to come back and tell us that the Jewish people of Israel have a right to exist and the Palestinian people don't have the right to exist and then murder these people. If you got the power, you're Israel, you could do something. You could spend that freaking money taking care of those people, but they want the land. But I'm going to tell you something, Israel. You people were in the Bible, ran across the desert, almost wiped out. Okay? You understand? Almost slaughtered by the Egyptians. They tried to kill every last one of y'all. Okay? But God saved you, they say. Opened up the water, sent you through. And after he sent you through and you built another nation, you should have been fighting for the Palestinians. You understand? And fighting and say, you people out there who are using these Palestinians, like this here as shields, we're not going to allow it. We're going to protect these Palestinians. We'll make them part of Israel. Yeah, they said that there are more Palestinians living in Israel right now than Israelis. I don't know how true that is. They are the people who pick the vegetables, huh? Clean the houses. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know, and there are a lot of Palestinians that are Israeli citizens. You see? So Israel, you said you had the right to exist, but the other guy don't. That's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And the Democratic Party won't stand up and say, and the Democratic Party should have said it earlier. Okay, that Netanyahu, we should have said we didn't give him no money. We should have fight. We're gonna lose. You lose, but do the right thing. Huh? Lose with honor. Say it. Tell the people that Benjamin Netanyahu is the reincarnation of Adolf Hitler, and Donald Trump is too. And the Republican Party is the Nazi Party. You know, Greg Gutfeld from state-sponsored propaganda, Fox News, said they were Nazis and said to call them Nazis. You think? See, this is what's going on in America, okay, with the Republican Party. The Republican Party should not exist. The Republican Party is a party of treason and traitors, huh? In the House, in the Senate, and the Supreme Court. They are attacking the American people, huh? And using black people who, when we're going to school, we're going to college. So I'm trying to tell you, I'm an old man. I'm going back. I'm trying to tell you, I need to finish up some of my degrees. I'm trying to tell you, learn, huh? And set an example for black men, 7-year-old men, getting all the education he can. And black people out there, and minorities out there, and Hispanics out there, keep on working. These people can't stop you. Nothing they can do. They are devastating their own race, blowing up their own freaking churches, killing each other, and trying to blame it on us. You know what I'm saying? Blame it on the liberals. We don't do that shit. We're the real Christians. You know what I'm trying to tell you? You know what I'm saying? You don't see no Democratic politician out there got his family dressed up at Christmas time, taking a Christmas card with little bitty children with automatic weapons. You're building a memory, you maggots, to your children. That's why your children are slaughtering people. That's why we are going to lose a whole race of young white boys if we don't get our shit together. You understand? If we don't get our shit together. Now, when I was stationed in West Virginia, I saw how they were doing these young children. You people don't have no idea, you Republicans out there living in red states, because the news, don't tell you the truth. They don't tell you that Joe Biden's a good man. He's named by Sleepy Joe. They don't tell you that Donald Trump is a dang, probably, most likely a Russian spy. Huh? They don't tell you that Donald Trump's wife, they say, used to be a sex worker in Amsterdam. I don't know how true it is. Huh? They say that. Huh? They don't tell you that Donald Trump has made all that money, something like $5 billion since he's been president. They don't tell you that he's shaking down America and making all the money he can. Huh? And he's an evil son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You don't say that. But Heavy will tell you, anybody that do this to y'all, to their own children, you understand? Their own children, buy them the guns, and tell them that black people are bad. Tell them that the people who have been to slavery. Tell them that the Spanish people are picking the doggone vegetables. Telling them that the American Indian who almost wiped out was bad. You understand? No, it's you that is evil. It is you that are bad. And the test is when you stand before your God, huh? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? So you have a chance. So this is Heavy Monte, and I'm going to keep this podcast short this morning because I have a dental appointment. You know, the Heavy is missing 3 teeth, $2,500 a teeth. So I'm going to the dentist today for them to check on the healing process. So they're going to, tell me, your teeth is healing up real good, and we're going to schedule you for January the 5th or so, and we're going to put in your 3 teeth. You see what I'm saying? By that time, they'll be all healed up. And I'm going to tell you something. These implants, you pay a bunch of money for them, and you hurt like hell when they put them in, right? You see what I'm saying? You know? And I was at the car dealership yesterday, I told you, and I see the guy, he see me missing teeth. I don't tell him shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing teeth. I'm saying, please help me with the bill. I had to pay $1,200 yesterday for a little freaking sensor, huh, in my car, computerized. You see what I'm saying? You know, and people don't have money to do that shit. I looked at a brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee today. Yes, and it was $63,000. You understand? Now all I drive is Jeeps. I drive them 25, 30 years. I save money because they last a long time. So I'm endorsing them. I mean, they break down on your ass, but they last. I have a diesel, and that son of a gun is nice. You understand? I said that about the diesel because that's what we need. A president that runs like a diesel, a great president. Gavin Newsom, AOC, somebody who's going to look out for the people. Because see, these maggots, they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any kind of idea of what's going on. No hope. But the Democratic Party, let's give these people hope. Huh? Let's lay out the plans for them. You know, see, when you have a real good plan to take care of the American people, and prices are low, and everything is going real good, you still have to fight the Republican Party because the Republican Party is going to tell everybody you're going to hell if you marry a black man or a white woman. You know what I'm saying? You going to hell because we the white master race. Jesus is white. He's a white man. See, right here, he's white. It's like us. They lying. Tell you that Jesus is dark color. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And we need Donald Trump. He's taking Jesus' place. He is going to lead us to the promised land. Only he can fix it. An uneducated, fat, golden dog. You see what I'm trying to say? And they hold him up in front of us and tell us how great he is. This is Heavy Monte for the Heavy Monte podcast, the Heavy Monte comedy show, my morning show. I want you to pay attention to what's going on with these young white males. And I want you to take a look and see. They have a bunch of replacements now for Charlie Kirk. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of them. But, and I'm telling you something else too. They're doing some damage to young females too. Okay? The Republican Party, white females, you know. Get the hell out of that cult and come on over to the Democratic Party. Please subscribe to the Heavy Monte YouTube channel. And please don't forget, please register as a Democrat and send me a text. Now, I've gotten a lot of texts from my bag of friends telling me, hey, yeah, Heavy, we getting the hell out of that party. We don't want to be considered to be idiots and fools. Now, you see it. Laugh, America. Enjoy yourself. You understand? And be part of the Democratic Party. Write your senators. You know what I'm saying? Write me and tell me that you want me to say things. We are on the move. And there's no stopping us now. Our goal is to lock Donald Trump and his minions up, to put those jokers in jail where the fuck they belong. a terrorist, huh? And somebody guilty of treason, okay, to the greatest country in the world, Donald Trump, that sells us out to Israel and sell the Jewish people out to Benjamin Netanyahu, Donald Trump, who is doing this to our people, the Hispanics, Donald Trump, a criminal. You understand? You know, a criminal, they say, a liar and a cheat. You understand? They say that he's the Antichrist, and heavy believe it. And if you look in the Bible, I'm a student of the Bible. I used to teach Sunday school. The Antichrist is a plural thing, more than one. Adolf Hitler, Mussolini, you understand? Horrific crimes. And Donald Trump, a mass fucking murderer. This is Heavy Monte for the Heavy Monte podcast and the Heavy Monte comedy show, saying never, ever vote for a Republican again. And I have good news. Our goal of 500 subscribers is almost met. As of right now, Heavy Monte has 499 followers. Thanks to all my friends on Blue Sky, all my family and friends on Facebook. Now we're going to go for 1,000 subscribers. Our goal is 1 million. You understand? Have a great day, America. And please, again, subscribe to the Heavy Monte YouTube channel. We've had 499. Now we're going to go to 500 subscribers, 1,000, and we're going to 1 million. Have a great day and a happy morning.